Right, Metalheads, this is DJ REM from Metal Devastation Radio, and I have Jared Cole on the line from the band Surrender the Fall. How you doing tonight, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm very well. Well, let's start. Introduce yourself and the other members of the band, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm Jared. I sing for the band Surrender the Fall. We've also got Eddie Tyre on guitar, Anthony Pitts on guitar, Devin Hightower on bass, and Rick Anderson on drums.
Very cool. And what is going on with you guys right now? I know you got a new tour going, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, that's right, man. The Hell or High Water Tour 2014, man. We are on the road right now with about a week and a half, 2 weeks under our belts with our boys in Artifice, which is another Memphis band that we're really good friends with. We're still have them out on the road with us, man. Shows have been going great, man. The live shows got tons of energy. Everybody's amped up and ready for it, man. And we're stoked to be out here and be getting back out in people's faces and hanging out with our friends again, and making some new fans and playing some music, man. That's what we're here to do, man.
Yes, it is, and I will attest from being to one of your shows that you guys definitely kick ass. And we were talking about energy earlier. That was one of the things that I really dug, because when I went to that show, I wasn't sure. I'd heard your music, but I wasn't sure what to expect from the live show, and you totally blew me away. You guys did. Just your energy on stage was amazing. And not only that, for me, it was how well you guys connected with the crowd and just how real you guys were or are.
That's exactly what it is for us, man. It's being real and developing a connection with your crowd, man. If people just want to hear your songs, they can listen to the CD, but if they want to experience it and they want to, take something home with them, memory-wise, man, the live show is what we're all about. We love getting out. We love playing shows. We love touring. And that connection happens better on stage than it does anywhere else. And so there's no other place that we'd rather be.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to, since I have the chance to do this, and I'm going to say it right now, I want to just give you guys a big, huge thank you, because you guys treated me so well that night. I mean, you came and found me in the venue and hung out, and that was really cool. That really, it gave me a connection with you guys that I didn't ever expect to get.
Absolutely, man. Again, that's what we're about. We're not the band that gets on the tour bus and doesn't hang out with the bands and the friends that come to see them, man. Like, we're appreciative of it. We don't take it for granted, man. So anybody that's, down with SDF, man, we've got your back 100%. And it's like that from the beginning, and it'll always be like that.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. Well, and I know as a fan, I appreciate that a lot. So,
thank you, man.
So how long has Surrender the Fall been together?
Man, we've been a band getting close to 10 years. We signed our first deal back in 2005, and man, we've just been kind of kicking it since then. We put out the record Burn in the Spotlight, did a lot of good things for us, opened a lot of doors for us and opportunities. Right now, we are in the process of writing another record. We've been in the process for writing a new record for the past 6 months. And we decided in the beginning we weren't going to, compromise anything or rush anything. So we decided to come back out and play some more shows and get a few more experiences and inspirations under our belt to finish out this record. We want to bring everybody something brand new. We want to show the growth that this band has gone through, through life, and then through just spending a lot more time on the more professional side of things and learning the business and things like that. We're just ready to go, man. That's what we've always wanted to do for almost 10 years. And we got the right formula now, ready to go, and things are onward and upward.
So, yeah, and very cool, and I'm glad it's working for you guys. And you've mentioned to me that you're kind of doing this on your own right now. So how hard has it been to get the ducks in a row to make it work?
Man, I gotta say, it's not as hard as I thought it was gonna be. Apparently, we still had some momentum from the long times of touring and pushing this machine. And when we decided that this is what we wanted to do, and when we wanted to go down on a much lower scale budget, and we wanted to come out without the tour bus, and put a lot of that effort into other things like the live show. Like we brought lights instead of certain transportations and tour supports and stuff like that. And we just really wanted to show people that, we're going to do this, through a label. We're going to do this on our own and prove to you that the only reason that we're out here is for each and every person that's into us and that stands behind us and supports us. And we're going to show you that by doing it all bare knuckles. We teamed up with a booking agent, Scott LeBlanc at Lone Star Bayou Entertainment, and took on some extra responsibilities with booking and trying to route out everything and make everything go for the tour, reaching out to different sponsors and stuff like that. We've had our hands in everything, so this right here is something that we can really call our own. And it makes a lot more sense to us, and it gives us a lot more drive and purpose, especially now because it's so important, because we put everything together. We put together the online flyers, and we reached out to sponsors, and different venues and stuff like that too. So it's like we can hold it and we can call it our own. And it's synonymous with the whole name, the Hell or High Water Tour. We're going to do this come hell or high water. It does not matter. The end result is always, we're going to make it to the next city. We're going to hang out. We're going to play these songs with everybody. We're going to have a good time.
That's awesome. And obviously, when you're kind of in charge of your own destiny, you're obviously going to put in, it's more effort on your part, so it'll be worth it.
Yeah, if we fail, it's on us. And if we succeed, it's on us. So the risk and the reward is dead even.
Right.
We love it because it adds so much more fuel to the fire, and it when you play the same record and tour the same record for a long time, things can get monotonous. So for us, it just makes it that much more intense and more desirable for us to go out and really get it, just like we were when we were opening up, for other bands and doing the direct support thing and the supporting acts and stuff like that. So like I said, it adds more motivation to everybody.
That's
and
awesome.
we wouldn't have it any other way at this point.
Very cool. So you guys are touring. You're playing. Do you have any songs from the album that you're working on that you guys are playing yet, or are you still just playing stuff from the first album?
Actually, we do. We are throwing in a couple of new songs, a couple of new twists, a whole new set. Like I said, we also have a new stage production with some lighting and stuff like that as well, and new merch to follow it all. But as far as songs, yes, we are bringing out a couple. We're going to road test them on our friends and family and, our road family, see what everybody thinks about them. If they approve them, and if they do, then we'll add them to the disc. If not, then we may go another route, So
right.
We're really letting the fans decide what we put on this next record.
Very cool. Yeah, I have a CD in my car that I made right after I saw you guys play live, and it has it has a lot of different music, but I have 4 of your tracks on there, and I still have that in my car. I was listening to it today.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much.
Man, I get some kind of perfect playing, and people probably think I'm crazy. Who's this crazy dude singing? Because I can't sing, but I don't even care, man. It's just I can't help myself.
Dude, that's the reaction I'm looking for every time, man.
That's awesome.
So much.
So, obviously, with being on the road and stuff, obviously you guys, I'm assuming, your shows are your practice. Do you guys do any practice in between shows just to get ready?
We haven't really been doing any of that. We're not opposed to it. If we have a long sound check, we'll probably try out some new material to see if it's ready to go. But most of the time, especially now, we're driving, from venue to venue.
Right.
Trying to get.
You don't have time.
So we can set up the whole show. We still do take time and work on different songs. We'll pull out the acoustic and work on different songs and write parts and different lyric lines and melody lines throughout the tour, just to kind of keep the creative process going. That's kind of what we're here for, again, is to gain some influence and some inspiration from things that we go through on the road and add that to the whole bucket of lyrics and melody and, songs and stuff like that.
Right. Do you guys plan to use the same studio again, or are you kind of looking around for that as well?
I think we'll look around somewhere else. I think we're going to do things a lot differently this time. I'm not sure exactly all the specific details of how we're going to go about doing that, but you can definitely expect things to be different, be it, a different format as far as, or not format, but a different product as far as the record is concerned, because we may end up putting out an EP.
All right.
Go ahead and get songs out, and then turn around 6 or 8 months later and put out another EP. And constantly try to give you guys as much product as possible, as much new material as possible to stay relevant, so that you guys can be excited about what we got going on, because we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the near future.
Right. Very good. Well, and definitely, and I'm sure you will, but definitely keep me in mind when you have tracks that are ready to hit the air to get exposure. Make sure you send them to me.
Most definitely. I promise you I will.
So I guess here's a question for you, and this is just more, for me, a kind of a reminder, and also for the listeners, just to get a feel for what you're all about. What kind of influences did you have growing up musically, and even to this day, that got you into this whole business, and has kind of been a drive to keep it going?
Man, my dad was a big blues fan growing up, so I was exposed to that a lot. Everything from Percy Sledge to Bobby Blue Bland to B.B. King, Stevie Ray Vaughan. But then I was also exposed to Elvis. I'm a huge fan of Aerosmith. I think Steven Tyler's one of the most amazing frontmen on the face of the earth, and I don't care what anybody else says. The guy's got it, man. He's got stardom in his veins. But everything from that to, I know the other guys have different backgrounds, ranging anywhere from Metallica to U2, Prince, James Brown, Johnny Cash. I mean, we pull from everything. Any kind of music that just hits you and allows you to kind of sit there in that moment and just really soak it up, man. Those guys were great at it. And we pull from a lot of things like that.
Cool. I like that you just said, talking about the blues, this coming weekend, well, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, is actually the Blues Festival here in Kalamazoo.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where I'll be all day Saturday, is down there. So
jealous, man. Take me with you.
I'll take some video and send it to you.
Please do. I'd love that, man.
I'll be like, Jared, look what you're missing out on, brother.
Yeah, no, sucker.
Okay. Where is a great place for people to find out more about Surrender the Fall? What social networking, what websites are you guys using right now?
Man, we do a lot of stuff on Facebook. We've got the Instagram. We've got Twitter. Reverb Nation still kind of does it automatically, but I don't really pull people to that too much. Bands in Town's got us on there. You can check us out on YouTube. The record's on iTunes. Got a couple of music videos on YouTube. MTV.com's got a couple of things on us. So, I mean, we're around, man. It's not too hard. I use Google. It works great.
I was going to say, a Google search will probably give you everything you ever want to know.
Exactly, man. There's places on the internet that I had no idea. I saw a signed poster of Surrender the Fall on eBay the other day. I'm like, who the hell wants to buy a signed poster from us? Like, you can get that for free at the show. Just come on out.
Yeah, it's amazing. But hey, you know what? If somebody feels that's valuable, that's pretty cool.
Hey, I appreciate that. Don't get me wrong, man.
Yeah.
I've seen it for the people that really deserve it. For someone to, come at it at this angle and say that we deserve that, man, it's really flattering. So I can definitely appreciate it, for sure.
No, definitely. So I have to ask, and we're not really going to do a plug here for the new station, Rock Alliance Radio, but when you went to the site last night, did you see what the first thing that popped up was?
I did. I was pretty stoked.
Did you like that?
Man, thank you.
Yeah, you're
so
welcome.
much, man.
And that was total. I didn't do that on purpose, just so you know. It wasn't like a setup like oh, I'm talking to Jared, so I'm gonna, it just. That's when I was setting up the site. The very first band I started putting on there was you.
Man, much love and respect, man. We appreciate that very much.
Yep. And I also have one of your videos in the video section, so.
I'm all about it, man.
Yep. Yeah, and we'll talk more about that offline. So.
For sure.
So okay, so you got this tour going. maybe you've already answered this question, and maybe I've asked, but how long is this tour going for?
We're running this thing to right up until September 1st. I think the last date is August the 30th or the 31st, somewhere around in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
So, or Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. That's where it is. One of those beats. But we're running up till then we'll go back and spend a week or two regrouping, doing the family thing for a minute, and then we'll be back out, hitting it hard again.
Very cool. So, the question that I know you're asked all the time, but I gotta ask, where'd the name of the band, where Surrender the Fall come from?
Man, when we first started putting everything together, we literally went the route of writing hundreds of names down on a piece of paper and then sharing them with each other and just kind of going through and crossing out the ones we didn't like. And Surrender the Fall kind of came from two different names, and really didn't have a whole lot of meaning in the beginning. We just kind of thought it sounded cool at the time. And but it's funny how everything kind of manifested itself into that name. You know, for us it means giving up the option to fail. Because if there's no option to fail, then the only thing left to do is succeed. You know, and it kind of coincides with the whole statement of, you know, you could fail miserably at what you hate, you know, as far as a career, you know, so you might as well give it everything you got to succeed at what you love. And that's really where we run with it, man. It's just, there's no failure option, so we're going to go, and it's probably going to be the death of us.
That's right. I'm going to work tomorrow, and I'm quitting, damn it. Wait. Maybe I went too far.
No, don't do that.
Oh, man. If I grabbed your iPod or MP3 player, you know, when you're not practicing and jamming and working on new music, what bands do you like to listen to?
Dude, I'm really into this band, Let Live. It's just surfaced in this past year, man. It's really cool. I'm digging those guys. I've been listening to the Bring Me the Horizon stuff. It's really good. I'm still digging that. There's a band called Ex-Ambassadors that I'm into. I started listening to them. They just put out EPs. I started when they first put out their first EP. And now I think they've got 2 EPs out. And Jay-Z just did a mix with them.
Oh, wow.
At the beginning, I'm sitting here going, these guys are going to blow up. I just know that. And they were so good that I almost didn't want to share them with anybody else. I kind of wanted to keep it to myself. Like, that's how much I think about that band. But it's very different, especially from what SDF does. You know, I mean, it's a different genre, different vibe, but it's still got a lot of soul. And the singer, man, is one of the dude. He's amazing. Like, I haven't heard that much conviction from a vocalist in a really, really long time, and I think that's what drew me in the most. You know, just when he says it, you believe it, hands down. There's no denying it.
Yeah, and I'm not just saying this what I'm going to say right now to say it, but that's, again, back to my comment about when I saw you guys play live. You know, when I was watching you sing, the passion and emotion coming from you through those songs was just unreal to me.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. We write all our own songs. We play our songs. We don't play the tracks. There's no filler. There's no bullshit. You know, it's 100% real, and it's honest. And I think that's why people get it, regardless of what the genre is or how fast or slow the song is. They know that what's coming out is real. It's tangible, and you can almost taste it because it's that real, and I wouldn't do it any other way. So I really appreciate you saying that, man. That means a lot. Thank you.
And I don't want to downplay the other guys in the band either, because, you know, watching them play, you know, watching the guitarist or the drummer or whatever, you know, I mean, just could see it in everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, it's nothing but raw groove, man. We're 100% on stage every single night, man, and we wouldn't have it any other way. We have this thing that we all say to each other. It's like 10 or 10,000. You play the same show, whether there's 10 people in the crowd or 10,000 people in the crowd. Give them everything that you've got.
Right. Well, those 10 people will eventually turn to 10,000 if you do it right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, okay, So when you're not touring and you're not writing music and doing all the music stuff, is there anything that you like to do to just get a break from everything and unwind, or is just music your thing? That's it.
Man, it's funny. Music really is my thing. I come home and I spend a lot of time with my son. I have a 4-year-old son at home, and I spend a lot of time with him. We go and do a lot of fun stuff, and get all the time in we can. But even when I'm home, man, there's studios that I go work in and write with other artists, or do a little bit of production here and there. So I mean, I'm always kind of stirring the music pot. Whether I'm on tour or off tour, constantly working up new deals and trying to build a network for this band and keep progressing while we're off too. So I'll stay in contact with sponsors and people that support us and different avenues like that. So I'm always, it's my life, man. It's the only thing I've known for since I can remember. So like I said, I'm always stirring the pot.
Very good. So, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a live show you've done?
Oh man.
That you're willing to share. Well, I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's the disclaimer. Man, I will say this: we've had some pretty crazy prank nights. We've done a lot of touring did some tours with All That Remains, did a bunch with Non-Point, Empire, My Darkest Days, Otherwise, a bunch of these bands, and got really close to these guys. So when it came to the end of the night, or end of the tour night, everybody was prank ready to go. Everything from, one of the guys coming on stage half naked and running around all crazy on us, to Non-Point feeding us, multiple shots each in between each song, every single song in the set. So by the end of the set, we're hammered, falling all over the place. It probably sounds like crap. Man, God, I don't know. I could go through that list all day long, man.
I bet.
There's been everything from, on-stage pranks to midgets to gay porn explosions, and yeah, dude, it's weird, man. And everybody's going to think the gay porn thing is weird too, but if you don't know the story, then just laugh at it however you want to. It's pretty funny. We'll tell you when we see you at a show.
I will definitely look forward to hearing that story.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's right. You were with Non-Point last summer when I saw you.
Oh yeah.
I remember after the show, driving home with one of the guys, and we were talking about the show, and because Bruce and Robin were like all about Non-Point, and I was like, you guys can talk about Non-Point all you want, but as far as I'm concerned, Surrender to Fall, man, kicked everybody's ass.
Oh, dude, thank you, man. That's a loaded statement right there, man. Non-Point's like going to rock school.
Yeah, and they were good. They're just, I don't know. Well, I'm just gonna leave it at that. They were good.
Yeah, absolutely. Amazing band.
So, okay. So the very most important question of the interview right now,
okay.
And I don't know if I asked you this one last time, so you may or may not remember this, but I'm very curious to know, between the group of you guys, who spends the most time in front of a mirror before they go live on stage?
Anthony or Rick. It's one of the two. It's definitely not me anymore. It would have been me a long time ago. I'll admit that, but definitely not anymore. I've taken a more relaxed approach to preparing for stage shows. So yeah, I'd have to roll Anthony and Rick under the bus. I'll throw those guys in.
Right,
They'll probably kill me after this, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's why I love to ask the question, because I know it might stir up a little controversy, or at least a little playful fun between the band members.
No qualms about claiming the pretty guy in the band, so I'll give him that trophy and his little ribbons and all that good stuff.
So when I come to the show in August, I should bring some ribbons, huh?
Yeah, totally. First place.
This is for you, pretty boy.
Yeah, princess.
Nice. All right. Is there anything else that you want to make sure people know about Surrender to the Fall? Anything I have not asked you tonight that you want to make sure that we get out there?
And we just want everybody to come out to these shows and support us. We got some new merch for you guys, so you can only get it at the shows right now. So come out, grab some merch, We'll sign it for you if you want. We want to hang out. We want to say thanks for the support. And your support means the most to us right now because we are doing this DIY. I know we're counting on everybody to really pull in and show us, show us what you got. So everybody come see a show. Hit us up online. Let us know what you think about the new songs because, you guys are the one that determine whether or not they make the record.
Very cool. Well, I will second that, and I strongly encourage everybody if Surrender the Fall is in your town. Is the tour schedule on your Facebook page or something somewhere?
Yeah, we're constantly updating tour page. You can check out surrenderthefall.com. Twitter is also being updated too, so anywhere you look, you can find us for sure.
Okay, very good. So check these guys out. Hit up a show. If you like them, buy their merch. Like you said, they, when bands do this stuff are putting all this work into doing this themselves, it's not cheap. It costs them money, and every T-shirt, every sticker, whatever they're selling that you buy helps keep the band rolling to the next city. So
absolutely,
do your thing. Okay, man.
Absolutely.
Well, big, huge thank you to you for calling in. I appreciate it.
Man, thank you so much. Anytime, man. Please have me back whenever you can.
Yep, I definitely will. Once we get the new station up and launched and running, I will hit you up to do another one on there, and then we'll talk more offline about some things that we have in the works, and maybe somehow we can network/work together on some stuff. So.
Absolutely. I'm all for it, man.
Okay, very cool. Tell the guys in the band I said hello, and I look forward to seeing everybody in August.
You got it. I'll do it, man. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care, man.
Bye, man.
Yep, bye.